What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again, 10 toes down, standing on business, representing my Alabama Crimson Tide. So, we all know that Caleb Downs entered the transfer portal yesterday. Shocked the world, shocked the Alabama fan base. But before he did it, we all knew it was a possibility. We knew when Nick Saban retired, it was a possibility that Alabama would lose a lot of players. But as far as Caleb Downs, all-star safety, got many accolades in his freshman season at Alabama. All right. But he decided to transfer. He would no longer be in the crimson and white. And that's okay, like I said. Wish him the best wherever he may go. But a lot of Alabama fans are upset with this young man that he decided to transfer. But, his father, Gary Downs, came out with a statement, I guess trying to put some clarification on why Caleb Downs transferred. And I'm going to read his statement, what he said, and hopefully some of these Alabama fans can change their mind and stop being upset because this young man decided to transfer. We should, like I said yesterday, be wishing him well wherever he go. These are young men between 18, I'm going to say 18 and 22. So, hey, it is what it is. They young. But in saying that, they got to do what's best for their future. Okay, so it is what it is. But, this happens on every roster when you have a staff or coaching turnover, especially when a coach of Nick Saban's caliber leave the program. Some people going to leave because a lot of players came to Alabama just because of Nick Saban. But let me get into what Caleb Downs' dad had to say. He says, Caleb didn't come to this decision lightly. There are so many factors. Unfortunately, some of those things he went to Alabama for are gone. The whole coaching staff is gone. Obviously, Nick Saban and his X's and O wisdom and scheme and playing for the GOAT and running his defense. He was the stabilizing force. Charles Kelly left, went to Colorado. Now he's at Auburn. Pete Golden left for Ole Miss. Saban retired. T-Rob left Alabama for Georgia. Guys like Sam Petito, he spent a lot of time with. Freddie Roach and Robert Gillespie are still there. But every coach he built a relationship with and taught him the defense, they all left. All right? It's essentially a new football program. Obviously, we are not starting from square one of recruiting. Georgia, Notre Dame, and Ohio State were other finalists when Caleb went through his process as a high schooler. We know so many of these coaches already. We have been to a lot of places. There are certain parameters of things he's looking for. Our time is so short, and we don't have time to look at a lot of unknowns. It has to be previous relationships with people. We want to try to find a place with stability. The same coach, the same coordinators, knowing you have to be prepared for change. He just turned 19. There is a lot for him to process right now. You don't go into the situation thinking about transferring. That kid is just hungry for X's and O's of football. He just as hungry for X's and O's of football as he's ever been. Even if he knew Saban was going to retire at the end of the season, he probably still would have done it. He still would have gone through it and went to play for him. He was that instrumental. His X's and O's and scheme, his wisdom. He'd come back home and talk about what Nick said. So, again, me and Nick Saban Jr., we talked about this, that these recruits, they are not committing to Alabama. They are not committing to the brand. They are committing to these coaches. During the recruiting process, they build a relationship with these coaches. Some of these coaches contact these guys just about every day, just to keep the communication going, just to continue to build on that relationship. So that's what Caleb Downs is looking for. Like his dad said, all of those coaches that recruited him, that he built a relationship with, that taught him the Alabama defense, they gone. So I understand that. You know, T-Rob, Tavares Robinson, Charles Kelly, who was there last season as a secondary coach, him and T-Rob. So both of those guys are gone. So, hey, and I'm sure Pete Golden, he had a hand in recruiting Caleb Downs, but, you know, he left and went to Ole Miss. But like his dad said, Nick Saban was the stabilizing force. And I know he had a relationship with T-Rob and Charles Kelly. Nick Saban, I believe, like his dad said, was the main reason that Caleb Downs came to Alabama. He didn't commit to the brand. He committed to Nick Saban, Tavares Robinson, Charles Kelly. That's just what I think. But hey, it is what it is. Like I say, I think it's going to be either Ohio State or Georgia where he go. All right. Tavares Robinson at Auburn now. Not Tavares Robinson, but Charles Kelly is at Auburn now. Tavares Robinson, who he got a great relationship, is at Georgia. And his roommate is at Georgia. His teammate from Buford High School is at Georgia, and Jake Pope. So you do the math. At least that's why I think he's going to end up at, or I think it's a great possibility he'll end up over there. And, hey, it is what it is, man. I still wish him the best. All right? So, I mean, hopefully this will give some of these Alabama fans some kind of clarification, even though Caleb Downs' dad didn't owe nobody an explanation, just like Caleb Downs don't owe nobody an explanation. Nick Saban didn't owe anybody an explanation before he chose to come to before he chose to retire. All right. Also, his dad did say they trying to decide on a program or a school within 48 hours. That way, Caleb Downs can go ahead and get enrolled and start working with that coach or whoever the coaches is at the program he decide to play for. So, got to understand that. So, basically, we're going to hear something concerning Caleb Downs and the program that he commit to in the very near future, possibly today, possibly tomorrow. So we can get ready to hear that news. If he go to Georgia, I know a lot of Alabama fans going to be like, how could he go to Georgia? How could he do this or how could he do that? Like I said, Tavares Robinson over there. His former teammate at Buford High School is over there, who was a teammate of his at Alabama. All right. And his roommate at Alabama, Jake Pope. So he got relationships over there already. Okay. So it is what it is. Hopefully, September 28th, we'll get to playing. And hopefully, our Alabama Crimson Tide can beat him. But it is what it is, man. It's part of the game now. It is, until they get a hold on this transfer portal, it is what it is. And just like we were saying last night, man, for Alabama fans, it might seem bad right now because the portal is only open for Alabama, Washington, and I think it's Arizona State. Is only on the three programs the transfer portal is open for. So it just seemed bad right now because we got all these players going out and we ain't got none coming in yet. So, but come April the 15th, we're going to get some players out the portal. Trust me, some guys is going to want to come to Alabama. You're already looking at a couple of Washington players, offensive linemen. I believe it's an offensive lineman and a cornerback. Okay, we already got a cornerback from USC. All right, DeMonte Jackson. So Alabama gonna be straight. I went through the roster yesterday on the players we got coming back. We got several pieces coming back, offensively and defensively. So we gonna be all right, man. I mean, I don't think there's no need to worry. At least not right now. I'm not going to change my mind about this upcoming Alabama team until they show me something different. Because as of right now, I got the utmost confidence in this upcoming 2024 season that we can get to the playoffs, that we can play for another SEC championship. I got the utmost confidence. Until I see something different, I ain't changing my mind, and I don't give a damn what nobody else say. You can't change my mind. The only people who can change my mind is the players on the field and that coaching staff. And guess what? We got a hell of a coaching staff. I think the board is putting together a hell of a coaching staff, because guess what? Seems to me the board ain't hiring nothing but head coaches. And when you a head coach, I don't give a damn what program you at, what conferences come from, Division 2, Division 3. If you a head coach at any level, you got to be the best at what you do in order to get a head coaching job at any level. And he ain't hiring nothing but defense coordinators, prior coaches, head coaches who used to be defensive coordinators or offensive coordinators. Okay, so they had to be the best offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator in order to get a head coaching job. If that's not a lie, I can tell you that right now. Because even Power 5 SEC, these defensive coordinators and offensive coordinators get these head coaching jobs. They are the best. Lane Kiffin, one of the best offensive coordinators in the land, basically. Head coaching job. Steve Sarkisian, one of the best offensive coordinators. Head coaching job. Okay. Dan Lanning, one of the best defensive coordinators. Head coaching job. So, hey, it is what it is, baby. So this man ain't hiring nothing but the best. I don't give a damn what level of football it is. Like I say, Division 2, 3. He hiring the best in those classes. That's all I know. So y'all can think what you want to think. Hey, just like Alabama got 4 and 5 stars all over the roster, we're going to have a damn 5-star coaching staff. Watch what I tell you. But anyway, it is what it is. I just want to let y'all know Caleb Downs, his father spoke. And, hey, we just got to understand that Caleb Downs is doing what's best for him. All right? Just like his dad said, he stayed. He went to the team meeting that Kalen DeBoer had held. So he gave him a chance. He decided, hey, this is not for me. You know, this staff is not for me. I don't have no relationship with these guys. So I want to go where I know, what I know, and that's T-Rob. All right. Not saying he's going to go with T-Rob. He might wind up at Ohio State, because Ohio State got a good chance of getting the guy. And of course, like his dad said, they know those guys. They know the guys from Ohio State. They know the guys from Notre Dame. They know the guys from Georgia. All right. They got relationships with all those, some of the people at those programs. They didn't have any relationship or know anybody on the Alabama staff now, not far as the defense or in the secondary or any other secondary coaches. So we got to understand that. So that's all I wanted to, let y'all know, and, get an Alabama fan base, hopefully, some kind of clarity, and so they will stop being so angry at this young man. But that's all I got, and I'll talk to y'all later. Roll damn Tide.